away from home as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Steve. Here's Lillard. He had 10 points in the win against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Lillard outside. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Nice D from Hicks.
Derek Favors, a very defensive-minded young big man, 6'10", over 260 pounds. Got that 7'4" wingspan. So enormous potential, great size there. He can guard either power forwards or centers with ease. That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Aldridge dishes to Batum. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Derek Favors. And Favors with the strength to battle inside. The Clark, the quick feet to cover in space.
Yeah, that's so important nowadays, Kevin, for a young player. He's got such outstanding instincts. And really, I think he's a defensive pillar for the Jazz.
Nicholas Batum, the 25th pick back in 2008. He's played his entire career, Steve, with this Blazer team.
Yeah, and a coveted player league-wide, Kevin, because he plays both ends. Excellent defender. He's got that length, good three-point shooter. And remember, the Timberwolves tried to sign him as a restricted free agent a couple of years ago, but the Blazers matched that 4-year, $46 million offer. He used his strength there to get into the post without much of a fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think they've got to muscle up on him a little more. Do a better job next time in there.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Lillard, the pass to Aldridge. Now, here's Lillard. He's covered closely. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
You know, Batum is viewed as a potential defensive scholar. Has not quite reached that level yet, struggling against stronger three men, but his length and mobility do make him a factor.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, guys, Terry Stotts had a few moments to share with me. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, "We've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack." Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And dealing with the sort of defense they're facing is not an easy challenge.
No, but they've got a few weapons of their own that they can counter with, so it's not exactly a one-sided battle.
Maybe so, Steve, but those weapons are still going to have to perform at a really high level for them to have a chance to be successful.
Came in a screen on Evans, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Take a look at some of the stats for Gordon Hayward. Lately, he's been untouchable. He's been in the zone. You see how his performances match up. He's averaging 19 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he's a threat to go off in any game with the way he can score.
Yeah, you got to have players like him who can occasionally just take over the game with their scoring.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Robinson's checked in.
Kevin, let's look at the Trailblazers to see how they're doing ranking-wise in the NBA. 3rd in opponent field goal percentage, 5th in opponent points per game, and they're a top 10 team in three-point shooting.
I'm most impressed with their defense, Clark. You talked about the opponent's field goal percentage. That stat is so impressive. But what they try to do is take offenses out of their rhythm, out of their flow. And they do that by attacking the passing lanes, pressuring the ball as much as possible, and then trying to block shots at the rim as well. Now, Portland, Oregon is a very different kind of NBA town. A popular motto around here is keep Portland weird. So a sort of counterculture that the fans and the citizens in Portland embrace. But it's a one-team town, and fans have always shown incredible support for their beloved Blazers.
And the basket by Lillard.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Here's Hicks. Lays it up and banks it in. Thunder's got his second bucket of the night. 1:36 left in the first quarter of the game. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Batum. Just 5 to shoot to the left side wing. Lillard attacking. And he gets it to go. Lillard's got 6 points. For the Trailblazers. Right, he's checked in for Batum. And Portland has possession. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
Well, from their sweep of this season series a year ago, pretty clear why one team wound up in the postseason and the other one went home.
Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. Robinson and Aldridge down low. And it's Batum in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. Aldridge left side. Shoots the 3, and that one's good. 12 points for Damian Lillard. Well, Steve just mentioned the ease with which they handled this opponent last season, Clark.
Well, the series between them really was quite ugly. I mean, not very competitive at all. As you would have guessed from looking at the standings at the end of the year, this was very one-sided.
It sure was. 1:31 left to play here in the second quarter. And blocked. They recover it.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
And that one's good. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Boy, great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play, contesting everything, starting to rack up those block shots, guys.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And the shot is good. Lillard's got 14.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Batum against Hayward. 44 seconds left to play in the first half. The shot's good from Hicks.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Portland trailing here. Matthews with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. On the wing, Batum. Feeds it to Lillard. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Passes it to Hicks from beyond the arc, and that one's good. Thunder's got 13.
Boy, they've been leaning on that outside shot a little too much here in the second.
Yeah, shooting a lot of long jumpers here, Clark, and I don't like their offensive pace right now.
Goes up on the wing. Hayward grabs the board.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Good if it goes. Oh, he knocks it in, a beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time. And that is simply a dagger on the way to the locker room. That 3-pointer feels like a 6-pointer coming when it did.
That'll do it for the first half.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. I like the number of points we got in transition, and I wouldn't mind seeing even more activity on the break. Let's keep the tempo quick, guys. But we did get a nice...
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Some really terrific numbers for Thunder. 16 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
Well, you have to protect the rim, Clark. You know that. And when you do that as well as he has today, it really...
Here's a look now for Portland. Darrell Wright's checked in for Batum. McCollum comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Lillard. And so in the game for the Jazz, Burke and Exum make the backcourt. Steve Novak is out there with Elliott Williams. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Here's Burke. 5 points in the game.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Thunder's checked in for Trey Burke. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. If what he talked about is a true indication, the pick and roll is going to be their go-to play from now on. He sees that as being their best option offensively. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork, those were the messages. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
And thank you for that, Doris.
I think C.J. McCollum has all the makings of an outstanding combo guard. 6'4", great shooter, capable ball handler. He should be able to play either guard position.
Al Blake. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. No good with the elbow jumper.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Here's Exum. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Exum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Jazz.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Blake kicks to Kaman. Right outside. Here's Aldridge, and he uses the glass on the layup. Aldridge has got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to...
What the heck was that?
Look it up. It's called basketball.
Blazers. Lillard. And so the big win by Portland.
Looks like someone stole your puppy.
Yeah, man. Shoot, we had that in our back pocket and let it get away.
You want to hear a secret?
Yeah, sure.
Key to lasting in this league is never getting too high when you win and never getting too low when you lose.
So the loss don't mean anything?
Of course it means something. It means I need to learn from it and move on. Every loss is like an anchor on a rope. You let it go or it's going to drown you. Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Listening to the sounds of Miss Demeanor.
Turn everything off. All levels. All levels. Shake it right now.